This is how we cut silage. We take the corn or maize, which you can see the field is just a little bit left here now, but take the whole plant and chop it up into little tiny bits. I think there's some samples here. So yeah, it kind of looks like that when it's all chopped up, and we put it in a big pile, and then it turns into silage, and the cows can love eating it in the winter time. These are very big trucks. They hold probably about 20 tons of corn at one time. Let's zoom in and see if you can see it's coming out the spout there. Chops about 5 rows. I think it does 6 rows of corn at a time. So this is the field that he has been chopping in for 2 days now. It is a very big field, about 100 hectares of corn, and it's just about all gone at this point. Just have a little tiny strip left to finish it up. That's it. This is how we work the land after we have finished taking the maize, corn off, and all that's left at this point is the stalks that have been cut off. And you can see I've already finished cultivating, well, it's actually disking that whole area, and the only strip that's left is this one, and I will be finished. And then all of this is a very big field, goes all the way everywhere where you can see that it's dark, all the way over to the trees, all the way around. There's one field, about 100, a little over 100 hectares. This is a tractor that we use to pull the disc. It's quite a big tractor, and it works very hard. Very big tires on it. And here is the machine that we call a disc that's on behind. And you can see the reason we call it a disc is because it has a whole bunch of round metal, they look like plates, but they call them discs, and they go in the ground, and they will take and make the dirt, break up the dirt, and make it just look like it's just been hoed with a hoe. So it works very well. It does a lot of work at one time. Here's another look at the discs on the back. There's a lot of them, and each one is just kind of like somebody with a hoe digging in the ground. So that's a lot of people all digging at once, and we can get a lot of ground covered. And this is what it looks like when we're done. Nice very black dirt, and most of the stalks from the maize have been buried or chewed up and broken up. Some are on top still, but they won't hurt anything. So this field, all we have to do now is come in with a harrow, which is kind of like a real big rake, and level it out just a little bit, and this field will be ready to plant our maize come next spring. But before then, there's going to be a few months with snow sitting on top of all this ground. So we are ready when the time gets there again. This is what the inside of the tractor looks like. There's my chair, and there's an extra seat. So if someone was here, they could ride along with me. And the steering wheel, and then out the back, you can see that big disc. And when I'm ready to go, I push a button here, and you'll see that it goes down into the ground, and then we're ready to go. So here we go. We're ready to go. Speed it up, put it in gear, and off we go. You can see the big tires out there, and here's another one of the big tires on that side. And then if you look real closely, you can see how those discs are just going round and round, and they're just like a hoeing up the ground, and everything comes out behind just looking real nice and black. So that's how we get our maize fields ready here. And you can see I've got everything done in the whole field. I'm just going straight down this one strip that is left. And when I get to the end of the field, we will be finished. And actually, I don't have to even steer. You can see I'm just sitting here, and the tractor knows how to steer itself. And here's the picture of what the tractor thinks. So it can see that there's just one, and then let's bring that in a little bit closer. It can see that there's just one strip left that it has to do. So it's following that white line, and it's going to make sure everything gets done.